What we want to do is create this contagious spirit of we have found something that have met our needs, and we want to pursue people, not sit back and wait for needs to come to us, but pursue the needs in our community in a way that people will understand that we are going to serve without expectation.
So the community at Chelsea Pres just does a great job of making it known that we're all sinners. You know, we're all in a place where we could be better. And they don't put that stigma around it where you don't have to be perfect to come.
One of the things I realized about the gospel is I used to think that it was the good news that just applied to my spiritual life. But one of the things I'm understanding is that whether it's in your work life, whether it's in your relationships, we've got to take this good news that we're all broken, and we want to make sure that people know there's a connection to what they see on Sunday morning by way of the good news of Jesus in everyday life. I talk about a lot, and the Bible talks about a lot, is the idea of the thriving of the town and the city that you're in. And so in Chelsea, one of the things that we want to see is not just the thriving of our church, but the thriving of our community. If our church began to decrease, but we still contributed to the thriving of the town of Chelsea, we would be okay with that.
We were a little bit nervous because we have a toddler and she wasn't used to church when we first started visiting. We weren't sure how that was going to go. The service was really laid back and she fit in with the other kids super well. They also have the same nursery workers every week, and so you really feel safe, like they're in a good place.
I think that feeding people is really important because it really just brings people together and it makes people feel more comfortable around each other. It just kind of takes that wall down and lets people know that we're all the same. And we're just a community, we're all people.
Growing up, I think I had this idea that worship was about what you did on Sunday morning, and then the rest of the life was kind of out there until you got back into church and did worship again. Think about what worship really is. Worship is the idea that you see God in some way in the things that you do, and you respond with praise and gratitude, doing what you can to contribute for the glory of God.